Hey Mike, are you there? The ceremony is just about to start soon. Is everything okay with you? Are you ready for this? People are wondering where you are.
Okay, I get it. I'll be there as soon as I can. Could I just go to the bathroom for a second so that I can make sure I look okay? I'll be right back. This is the last time I'm doing this as a bachelor.
Yes, of course I understand. Go now before we start. Just don't take too long, Mike. I do want to marry you sometime today. I'm so excited for this. I can't wait to see you soon. Hey, I just wanted to make sure if everything's all right. It's already time for us to start the ceremony and, well, you're still not here yet. Just getting a bit worried. Are you feeling unwell or something? Is it all right if we delay the time we start the ceremony a bit more so that you can get yourself sorted? I just want you to be ready.
Oh, yeah. No, that's not a problem. Yeah, just delay the starting time for a little bit. Well, you can delay it or we can just cancel the wedding ceremony for today. Maybe that's a better idea.
Huh? Cancel our ceremony? What's that supposed to mean, Mike? What are you talking about? Why would you even mention something like that when it's been planned for months?
Well, I just want it to be canceled, Violet. I was actually planning on disappearing from here without saying anything. So I guess I'll take this opportunity to tell you. I kind of feel sorry for you at the moment, but I can't go on like this any longer. I don't love you anymore, Violet. I can't get married to you if I don't love you. Actually, I wanted to tell you this earlier before we continued on in our relationship, but it's been such a busy time and there was no right moment, you see? I'll just be honest with you right now. I've actually met someone else. I've fallen in love with her and want to be with her. I've got really strong feelings for her.
Whoa. Now, just hang on a minute, all right? You're doing this to me on the day that we're supposed to have our wedding ceremony? Are you serious?
Well, I had to tell you now before it was too late, okay? I didn't want to wait until we were married and then tell you and ask for a divorce. It wouldn't be right. Actually, you should be grateful that I told you now instead of later, to be honest with you. In any case, I could have told you at the end, at the altar in front of everyone. I'm telling you all this now so that I can save you the embarrassment later on, okay? And then no one else would have to witness what I was saying to you.
I can't believe this is happening right now. Don't you see that you're breaking my heart now when we should be getting married? How don't you feel like this?
Of course it hurts. I was spending so much time thinking only about Holly, and it was painful. I can't get her off my mind because I do love her. I feel so bad, and I feel like I can't look you in the face anymore. I can't bear being in the same room as you since I'm having to tell this to you. I only want to be with Holly, and I can't do that if I get married to you, Violet. I just want to be with her. There was no good way to tell you.
Yeah, you've made that pretty obvious, Mike. You can't be that heartbroken if you're thinking about this other woman. I guess her name is Holly?
Yes, that's her name. She's the woman that I have my heart set on, Violet. Things aren't going to work out with us. I didn't know how to tell you, but at least you don't have to go through a wedding anymore. Well, then, I hope that you find happiness again with another man in the future. I'll be so happy from now on, so I'm sure you'll find it too. I wish you all the best with that. Oh, Violet, I can't believe that this has happened to you, sweetheart. But to be honest, it cheered me up. This is great, don't you think? This is such a relief, right? Before you both got engaged, I always thought that Mike was a bit of a scumbag. I really did think there was something super dodgy about him. If he didn't do what he did until after you got married, things would have been much worse. And there would have been a lot more troubling things to deal with.
I guess so, but I don't really see it that way right now. How can I when I just got dumped before I was supposed to get married? I'm really depressed right now.
Yeah, I know it really is a horrible thing to go through. It's only natural for you to feel this way right now. The groom just took off when he was supposed to be at a wedding. It would be weird if you didn't feel depressed. It's not nice to leave someone at the altar and you're completely taken by surprise. He's had plenty of time to do this.
Yeah, I can no longer contact him now. He's just completely cut me out of his life. He doesn't want to be near me ever again, even though I was supposed to be his wife. I've caused a lot of hardship for the people who made such an effort to make it here today for the ceremony. Even you and Mom, you've done a lot to make this happen.
Hey, now don't worry about anything like that right now, Violet. It's not your fault, and everyone wanted to come to support you. You're suffering the most at the moment, Violet. All you should be thinking about right now is yourself and how you're going to get through this heartbreak. We're all fine, and we're here for you when you need us, no matter what.
Well, that's very sweet of you, Dad. Thank you for that. Everything has really come as a huge shock to me, and I just feel so down and haven't got a clue what to do.
I'll take a moment to talk to Mike's parents as well to see if they knew what was truly going on. Apparently they can't get in touch with Mike either. They're very confused as well.
Oh, that's odd. I've also tried to contact his colleagues. They also can't get in contact with him either. The company received some sort of resignation letter from him out of the blue. It was delivered via their internal email system, and they had no idea he was considering on quitting his job. They have no idea where he's gone or any contact details.
Oh, okay, I see. This is a very odd and irrational thing to do. He's basically thrown his whole life away and eloped. Absolutely great. He seems really into this other woman to do this.
Yeah, I'm trying to calm myself down at the moment and just reorganize my thoughts. It's going 100 miles per hour and it's driving me crazy. He's ruined everything and there's nothing I can do since no one can get in contact with him and it sucks. He shouldn't be allowed to get away with this. I'm sorry, Dad, but is it all right for me to go home before everyone else? I've gone through so much today and I can't stand being in this venue anymore. Can you take care of things, please?
Yes, of course, Violet. There's no need to worry about anything. We've got it covered. Just leave the wedding venue for us to sort out. You just get home safely. But Violet, don't get too down about this, okay? There's not much point dwelling on something that's in the past now. He's the one that should feel bad, but I bet that scumbag doesn't. Your old dad will be here by your side for anything you need. I'll help you to the best of my ability, and let's try and move forward from this together, okay?
Yes, you're right, Dad. I'll try and just focus on myself for now and get back on track with my own life. Thank you, Dad. Thank you for always supporting me and taking care of things.
Hey, Violet, I hope that this is still your number. I thought that I'd message you since it's been a long time. Have you been well? It's me, by the way.
Me? Who's me? Oh my God, Mike? This seriously can't be you, is it? This has got to be some kind of joke, right? What's happened this time, Mike?
Okay, what the heck is with your attitude, Violet? There's no need to act so cold toward me, especially when I'm just trying to say hello to you. You know, Violet, I bet you've been really lonely for the past 6 years without me around, right? I've just messaged you, so you should be happy about it.
What the heck, Mike? What on earth do you want from me after all this time? Were you abandoned by the woman you left me for or something?
Nice guess, Violet, but no, that's not it at all. However, I've come back to this town because I wanted to feel that nostalgic feeling once again.
Wow, you've got a lot of guts showing up around here again after you eloped all those years ago. You know when you eloped, you took some of my personal belongings with you. But not only that, but I had to pay the cancellation fee for the wedding ceremony and also other expenses as well. Thanks a bunch for that. I appreciate it so much.
Don't be so titchy, Violet. Stop rehashing everything that happened 6 years ago. It happened, it's over. So move on and stop bringing it up. Is this why you're still single, Violet? Because you can't get over what happened and you just have to tell every single date you go on about the fiance who abandoned you?
What the heck are you on about, Mike? Do you really think that I've kept space for you in my mind and heart this entire time? You are seriously dreaming.
You realize that women who hold grudges over people for a long time aren't that popular with males. We don't want that kind of energy around us. But you used to be way nicer. Your personality seems to have completely changed over these past 6 years. You used to be more gentle and kind. Now you've become bitter and angry. You'll never find love or happiness if you continue to act this way towards people. Don't be lazy and change your attitude.
Are you seriously saying all this crap to me right now out of the blue? Why would you say that after all this time? You don't even know me anymore and you cut me off.
Well, that's why I'm trying to talk to you again, Violet. Because I've heard that you've turned out this way and I wanted to come back and help you.
Excuse me? What did you just say to me? You want to help me how? What on earth are you even talking about, Mike? I don't want or need your help.
Well, I thought that maybe you're still living a pretty lonely life without me. So I thought maybe we should get married like we were supposed to. What do you think about that? That should turn your frown upside down, right? You'd be happy then, right? You won't be such a miserable person anymore.
What on earth is all that supposed to mean? You're making me so confused as to why you're bringing all this up when you wanted nothing to do with me when you eloped.
You heard me. I know that you know how to read, so I'm sure that you know what I'm talking about right now. I'll marry you so you'll be happy. Why are you acting like so cool and nonchalant about all of this? I bet you're super happy to hear my proposal, right? Hey, why have you gone quiet? Aren't you going to reply to me? Be quick about it. Don't be so rude, Violet. Look, I apologize for disappearing on you when I went to the toilet 6 years ago. Come on, it's been over 6 years since this happened, so it's time to let it go, Violet. Let's just continue on with our relationship and get married.
Well, since you say all of that, maybe I should let things go since it was a long time ago. Let's reserve a wedding venue so that we can get married properly.
Hey, you finally replied to me. Wow, really? Are you actually wanting to do this with me? You're actually going to accept my request to marry you? Nice. I totally knew that you would. I knew that you'd be happy to have me back in your life again. I feel so smart right now. No matter how long it's been, you can't say no to me.
Well, of course, Mike. Being able to finally marry a man like you has been a lifelong dream of mine. But I assume you knew that, right? Since you know me so well.
Oh, what? Really? Such a nice dream to have. So like I said before, let's just forget what happened 6 years ago, okay? So now this is the part where we get married? Okay?
You know, Mike, I'm really looking forward to this. The wedding ceremony is going to be fantastic. Finally, my dream of becoming a wife is going to come true.
Why, yes, of course it will. I'll definitely make it come true, so I hope you're grateful for that. Well, let's meet up so we can talk about it some more. When should we do that?
Oh, I don't know if I really want to do that, Mike. It's not necessary, is it? I don't want to meet up with you until the day of the wedding, okay?
Huh? What are you talking about? What do you mean you don't want to meet up until the wedding? How are we supposed to sort out all the details?
Well, after all, we basically separated at a wedding venue, right? If that might be the case again, how about we just meet at the venue itself? I think it's the best way to fill the gap that was made 6 years ago. We got back to it. It all ended so that we can start all over again. What do you think about that?
Okay, I see what you mean, I guess. Feel free to do whatever you like when it comes to us getting married. However, we need to hold the ceremony as soon as possible, all right?
Yes, we do. It'll be sorted, so don't worry about that. I'll try and request the closest date so that we can make that happen. I'm sure there'll be some days available at the venue.
Okay, got it. Let's do that so we can get this done as soon as possible. I'm glad that we're actually going to get married this time around.
Right? Yes. My dream will soon come true. I can't wait for that to happen, Mike. This will be the greatest day of my life. By far.
The day's finally arrived. We're going to get married, Violet. Can you actually believe it? Especially since we've not spoken for such a long time. Have you made yourself look pretty?
Wow, it really is the day today. Of course I've made myself look good for you, Mike. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To have a wedding, I mean. And today is the day I get to see my beloved for the first time in so many years. It's unbelievable. How could we let so much time pass, Mike?
I know, right? Well, I'm glad that you look good and are feeling good about this. Once we get married and everything, will you be completely devoted to me, Violet? Would you sacrifice everything for me? Take care of me, support me, and love me until the end of my days, Violet? Can you do all those things?
Of course I can. Isn't it natural for a new wife to do all those things for the husband they love? And also, it's because I love you a lot.
I see. That's good that you're actually agreeing with me right now. I was hoping that you would. That's a good feeling to have. By the way, I don't really know a lot about what is happening with this ceremony. All I have from you is the address of where the ceremony is taking place. But this place kind of feels a bit off, don't you think? Is there really a wedding venue in a place like this? Where am I exactly? I have no idea.
Don't worry, I'm sure you're really close to where the venue is. Just hurry up and get here. I can't wait any longer. I just want to be married to you already.
I totally get where you're coming from, since I made you wait such a long time for this day, huh? But it can't be helped what happened.
Ah, yes, I suppose you're right. You'll need to have your ID to be able to get into the building and do the paperwork, so don't forget to do that, Mike.
Wait, what? I need a form of ID? On my wedding day? What do I need that for, Violet? Oh, is it because we haven't even registered our marriage yet?
Well, yes, but that's not really important at the moment. We can finalize the documents more later, but it's better to have an ID on you. Let's just have the ceremony first. I just want to hurry up and be with you. I want to see you so that we can do this thing together. There's no way that I'm giving up on being able to marry you.
Okay, I get it, Violet. I get what you're saying, but you should really calm down about the whole thing considering we've finally both agreed to do this. All right, I'm going to start heading towards you now since you seem to be really excited about this. I wasn't sure you were going to feel this way or not. You've gotta be pulling my leg right now, Violet. Stop messing with me. This isn't funny. You've been fooling me, haven't you? What's with this venue? It's seriously just a warehouse. What's happening with the ceremony, Violet? Why are you playing this sort of prank? This isn't the time to do that.
Of course I wanted to play a prank on you, Mike. Seriously, think about it. Who in their right mind would want to marry you? Especially in a warehouse.
And in addition to you calling your mother about this, you dragged my parents here as well. How could you do something like that? I told you not to contact them at all.
Yeah, well, I thought I would take the opportunity to mess with you since you were telling me not to tell people about our not-so-secret marriage. It seems like both your parents have also held a grudge against you for the longest time, Mike. They were super frustrated about how you eloped. But besides that, I thought I'd make sure to keep your secret from earlier, okay? I'm very good at keeping the promises I make.
I guess the reason why you wanted me to bring my ID today was so that I'd be the one in charge of payment. But when it comes to money, I can't pay for anything, Violet.
I don't think it's the fact that you can't pay the money, Mike. You've got an obligation to pay. No matter what, you owe people a bit of dosh. You took money from your parents without asking for permission first. You took the money that was taken from my house without telling me about it. There's also the wedding expenses that need to be paid for. It was such a waste because nothing happened. So yes, of course you need to pay this all back to us.
But that's just so crazy, Violet. It could add up to be more than $50,000 altogether for what I owe. I don't have that kind of money on me anymore. Enough of this. What's going on here? You called me into this warehouse and this whole thing seems like it was a plot to get me here. Explain yourself.
I don't get what you're talking about, Mike. Don't you think that this was a lovely surprise? I planned it all down to the fine details. It was nice, wasn't it?
Oh, stop kidding yourself, Violet. This is ridiculous. I shouldn't have to put up with this crap. I wanted to marry you, and now you've made me your enemy. It's unreal. You're already in your late 30s, Violet. You're getting really ancient, and your biological clock is ticking away very quickly now. You'll never have a chance to get married again.
Well, you see, that's not the case with me anymore, Mike. You are very wrong. I'm already engaged to my lovely fiance, so I think I'll be all right.
Now just hold on a minute. What did you just say? Are you really being serious right now? You're actually engaged?
I don't kid when it comes to this sort of thing, Mike. We're also planning a wedding for next year. I'll let you come if you like. You'd love it.
But This can't seriously be happening right now. No way! Are you lying to me? There's no way that you're actually engaged to a real human being, are you? I've just heard so many things being said about you. I thought that you'd want to marry me since you've been so lonely without me.
The only reason why I've been feeling lonely is because he's overseas at the moment, working abroad. He'll be on his own for about 6 months. That's why we're living separately right now. It's on you if you made a mistake about my current relationship status. I'm not single at all.
What the heck, Violet? Are you being serious? There's no way that you have a fiance. I simply can't believe that, not even for a second.
Well, that's on you then. You came back into town at such a bad time. I can't believe you even went to all that trouble of following me to find out more about my life.
Huh? Me? Following you? What do you mean by that? I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, Violet. I haven't done anything like that.
Did you really think I wouldn't notice, Mike? Do you think I'm that dumb? I've been aware of your whereabouts. It started a week before I even heard from you. I also heard from other people in town that they had spotted you snooping around and trying to follow me. I just knew you were going to try and contact me.
But how could you seriously have sensed that I was following? Was I really that bad at following you? You knew I was here before I messaged you?
Of course I did. You weren't very clever about it. You needed money, right? That's why you set your sights on the woman you dumped over 6 years ago. Did you seriously have this idea in that thick head of yours that I've been thinking about you and only you for this entire time? You're seriously delusional. Do you really think that I was going to believe that crap you said about how you would do anything for me and wanted to be with me so badly? I knew it was a joke. You've been away for so long, Mike. We'd all forgotten about you until you decided to invade our lives again. No one really needs you. You need us more.
Hey, none of that is even remotely true, okay? I don't need any money at all. I have my own. I just wanted to come back to my hometown and start over again.
Don't lie to yourself or to me, Mike. You need money and a place to escape to. I already know this. I don't think you've got any intention of staying in this town for too long. Let me guess, you were planning on moving somewhere else with me once we got married, right? You would want us to elope and for me not to see my family again?
What are you talking about, Violet? Where the heck did you get that outrageous idea from? Why do you think that I'd do such a thing?
Because you literally did the dirty on me by having an affair behind my back, loving another woman, and then eloping with her on our wedding day. I was practically handed divorce papers when I had hardly got to spend my married life with you. And also it seems that you ran away without paying anyone back.
What the heck are you saying right now? Why are you being so aggro about this? How did you even know about her? I was living with her in Florida. There's no way that so much information like that gets all the way to a small town in New Jersey. There's no way that was talked about.
Of course it was talked about, Mike. It was pretty obvious what you did to me, and I was not left in the complete dark about it. There is a thing called the internet these days.
What do you mean by that? You found out these things on the internet? How could you have possibly known where to look, as I didn't say a thing?
Don't you remember anything that happened 6 years ago, Mike? You've obviously got a really poor memory. You told me a bit of information that helped me in my search. You told me that the woman you fell in love with was named Holly. She was the one you eloped with. That was the day you disappeared from our wedding ceremony. I asked a group of attendees at our wedding if they knew a woman by the name of Holly. I actually heard a very interesting story from one of your old colleagues. There was a temporary worker that just started at the company you worked for called Holly, and you were the one in charge of training her.
Wow, that's impossible. How could you have found all this out from just asking people her name? You know, you're kind of scary, Violet.
I'm not when it comes to finding out the reason why a man would leave me. After that, it really wasn't difficult to get Holly's number since it was given out to everyone almost. She acted like she was so popular. I suppose she was, since you did more than just train her, didn't you, Mike? Since then, I've just been killing time. In the few years after you eloping, I saw her complaining about how you left her at the altar, basically, and it had been the main thing she ranted about online. So there was another story that was the same as mine about how you cheated on her and was able to run away with all this money that didn't belong to you. I found out all about this woman from all these posts online. It wasn't hidden very well either, so I don't think it was a big secret what you did to us.
Okay, you don't understand the kind of person she really is, Violet. And also, how dare you go snooping? Your internet literacy is too much to handle sometimes.
Well, Mike, you've got very little human literacy. You're terrible at reading other people and their feelings. You show no remorse and don't care about the consequences. I bet that you're thinking about how you can get out of this one, especially since I've found out so much crap. You're just thinking about running away again.
Shut up. You don't know anything about me or what I did, and I was somewhat sorry for what I did to you all those years ago. I couldn't help how I felt back then. I can't pay back all the people I took money from. It's gone, and there's no way I should be responsible if I can't pay it back. It can't be helped. How dare you treat me as the enemy? Some of this is your fault as well. You lured me here and trapped me. Do you think you can see things clearly and just win this?
I don't think this is about winning anything, Mike. It's not a competition. I want you to pay back for what you did to me and to other people. But to be honest, I don't mean to win. All I wanted was to see you lose everything, and that's what's going to happen to you right now.
What on earth are you talking about? How dare you talk down to me like this? This is so unlike you. Okay, fine, I get what you're doing here, Violet. Look, I'll just come out and say I'm sorry for what I did. I knew it wasn't totally the right thing to do at the time. I was just a little stupid, okay? It was definitely my fault. But I just want you to help me out now, all right? We were originally going to get married, right? You once loved me, right? Don't you want to help me in my time of need?
What the heck are you talking about, Mike? Help you? What could you possibly need help with? What am I supposed to do? What do you want from me?
I'd just like you to lend me just a little bit of money, okay? I also don't have any intention of running away this time either. I was planning to pay you back once I saved up some money.
Do you really think I'd trust you to actually do that after your sketchy actions at the time? Really? Shouldn't you be paying me back since you had an affair? It would be the most common sense thing to do in this situation, right? You know what? I don't like when you say these things because I know you have a smug look on your face.
What are you talking about? I don't have a smug look on my face at all. I really need you to lend me some money, Violet. I don't need much. Just lend me the money. I can pay Holly back immediately and she'll be out of my hair and then we can get married too. So we'll all win. We can all be happy.
Huh? Is this some kind of sick joke? Are you actually still planning on marrying me? After everything I said and your arrogance? I can't believe this crap, Mike. You've got a lot of nerve asking for this kind of favor and also having these types of intentions. I told you that I'm engaged, okay? I can't lend you any money.
Oh, right. I forgot that you're actually with another man. This wasn't supposed to be how things turned out. This sucks. What am I supposed to do now?
Well, you could at least try and be a decent human being, you know? Not run away from your problems, not cheat on women, not ask for money from ex-partners. That would be a really good start, but that could honestly take forever for you to learn. You're never going to grow up, are you, Mike? You are so immature.
Hey, now come on, Violet, don't be like this. I'm trying to turn things around. I just really need your help this time, and it's not like I wouldn't pay you back. Just please help me.
Oh, stop it. You left me at the altar. You made me pay for my canceled wedding. You had an affair with another woman, and now you're bothering me so much. I'm so over you and your presence, and I want you to leave me alone. I don't want to hear from you ever again. If you contact me again, I'll call the cops, and they can deal with you. You're going to pay back all the money that you took from me, your parents, and whoever else you owe money to. If you don't, I'll see you in court.
Please, Violet, I'm begging you. Wait, don't do this to me. I need help. Anything would be greatly appreciated. I'm sorry for what I did. Don't be like this. Come back, Violet.
After that whole fiasco, Mike continued to stay in town, just as Violet's father had suspected. He started working multiple jobs, such as working at a factory in town, being a temporary worker in a neighboring town, and other odd jobs. It seems that he's working hard to pay off the debts. He was hoping that someone would sympathize with him and extend a helping hand. Of course, no one feels sorry for him, and he was always dismissed when he explained his story to other people. Everyone knew what he did, and they knew it was his fault. Finally, he couldn't stand the stairs anymore and ran away again. He apparently tried to escape from the debt collectors, but was eventually caught. There are rumors floating around that he's currently on board an oil rig off the coast of the country somewhere. This might be a good opportunity to think about what he's done to the people he once loved. 6 months later, Violet married her husband and then lived happily next to her parents. She also had pre-wedding jitters and thought of escaping to the bathroom, but it was just a passing thought. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.